Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P, back again for another video. Now, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. All right, guys, we are back once again, and today is the day before DDG flies out to Italy to go finally be reunited with Halo. He'll be out there for I think 3 or 4 days. And, you know, he's excited about it. He's kind of probably nervous about it, but it's got to happen. You know, it's about time it's happened. He hasn't seen Halo in a few months now, and I'm sure Halo has grown. You know, his shoes bigger, shirt's bigger, he's bigger. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he's going to be excited about that. Now, as we do know, DDG does have a few stipulations that he must abide by to make sure that this thing goes smooth and that he doesn't violate any type of order from the court. You know, of course, he can't take Halo within 3 miles away from Halle's hotel. You know, that's one of the biggest because he don't want to violate that. And of course, he'll be there with the nanny and Halle's security guards or whatever. He'll be there on location because the nanny said she didn't feel safe by just sitting up there with DDG and the son, because she never really met DDG before. You know what I'm saying? And when she did allegedly run into him or encounter DDG, it probably was like, you know, he might have been going off. It might have been that day when Halle says that he took her phone and all that other stuff. So she might have, she's well aware of the situation. It's not like she's like she don't know what's going on. So it's for her safety. So I definitely would probably do the same thing if I was her, just in case. And also, from what you guys probably don't know, is that DDG will not be there by himself either. Tanya, DDG's mom, will be flying in also to Italy in the morning with Dub. So they'll be able to see Halo as well. As you know or may not know, Miss Tanya has been the middle person in this whole type of ordeal. As far as, you know, since the split, she's been the voice for both. You know, she would talk to Halle on behalf of DDG, and she would talk to DDG on behalf of Halle. She was the middle person. The only reason why she did what she did when she made that statement is because, of course, Halle put in the paperwork and she has to defend her son, because it's like she was there through it all, so she had to say her piece on what was really going on, you know. And, you know, from the alleged Halle almost committing, you know, suicide and all this other stuff, yeah, she was there to witness that along with George. So they just know it's a lot more than what she tried to paint DDG as, you know what I mean? So they just gave both sides of the story, which the story would have never came out if the original custody stuff wouldn't have came out. You know what I mean? This would have been kind of like we don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? But they had to say something because DDG is a public figure. So you sit there, you bash him, you kill his name in the public's eye. You know, that's how he makes his money. That's how he pays for Miss Tanya's, you know, lifestyle. So it's like, hey, if something's coming in and gonna mess up the money, gonna mess up the bag, I can't stay quiet, because this is messing me up. This is messing the whole family up. Everybody eats off of the public for that whole family. You understand what I'm saying? And same thing with Halle. These guys are public figures. So if you kill their name in the public, you see what Diddy's going through, right? All right, you kill their name in the public, everything goes out the window. You know, DDG will no longer be driving Rolls Royces and, you know, Lambos and stuff. He'll be working at Walmart or Target. Just that simple. If nobody's buying your music and nobody's watching your content, it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. And Miss Tanya knew that. She had to do what she had to do. Did she want to do it? No. DDG didn't want to have to do what he had to do either. But he had to, you know, to protect his name, you know, his image, and his family. So, but what I think also, when it comes to Halle, I do believe that somebody, an older person, really sat down and talked to her, because I don't believe that Halle still feels the same as when she first put the paperwork in on DDG. You ever did something crazy and you was just kind of like in the heat of the moment, but then once you cool down and you kind of thought about it, you like, why did I do that? why did I just do that? I believe Halle went through some of those moments because it's like, dang, Halo's only 1, right? I think he's 1 year old. She got to deal with DDG and this whole situation for another 18 years. You know how many birthday parties that is? It's 18 birthday parties, or 17 more because Halo's already 1, right? And more if he goes to college. I mean, this is like a lifetime bond. So it's no need or it's no reason to kind of like throw everything you got at your baby daddy if your kid's only 1. Halo don't even talk yet. Once Halo starts talking and find out how cool his dad is and how cool his mom is, he gonna want to hang with both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta realize DDG is a big kid at heart. He loves to get on roller coasters and do fun stuff. He loves to do lit type kids type stuff. Halo's type of, I mean, this is a dream lifestyle for Halo. Having a cool dad that loves to still get on roller coasters and, you know, go to Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, and all these other places. You know what I'm saying? Drive fast cars. This is Halo. This is like the pathway to Halo becoming Richie Rich, the black version. You know what I'm saying? This is real. So once Halo finds out and once Halo's able to talk and see what's up, he's going to his daddy. 9 times out of 10, he gonna love being around his daddy because his daddy lives a lit lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? His dad is gonna be pretty much doing stuff that can probably gain his interest a lot. Streaming, Casaned, you know what I'm saying? That whole world, YouTube. Like, he's gonna be loving being around his dad once he gets older. He just don't know what's going on. Now he doesn't really talk. He talks, but he's not like woo wop. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets to woo wop's age, he gonna be around his daddy all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I think Halle knows that. And I believe she's kind of like getting more at peace with things because all this does is really mess her up. And I'm talking about from being an actress or actor type of lifestyle, because you got to remember your lines. It's certain things you got to be on point for. For DDG, he kind of just gets on stream and does random things throughout the day. He doesn't have a script. You know what I'm saying? For Halle, you can't be stressed out when you're trying to memorize a script. You can't be stressed out in front of people that's spending money on these productions in different countries and stuff like that. You can't have other stuff really going on getting in the way. You can't have people walking up to you with paperwork, you know what I'm saying, and court cases and stuff like that in the middle of you filming. You got to have a clear pathway and a clear mind. And I think the best way to do that is to really just say, you know what, we gotta just chop it down the middle. You get him 50% of the time, I get him 50% of the time, and we're gonna be cool. I know when he's with his dad, he's not in danger, and this and that, and just come to the realization that he's not in danger when he's with his father. And the same thing for him. He's DDG. Halo is not in danger when he's with his mom. That's just what it is. They both love Halo. They both have a family on each side. Like, she has a family, he has a family, and they all collectively love Halo. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because, like I say, Halo is not really even, you know what I'm saying? He's not even able to do anything yet. He's a baby. So when he gets of age, it's best to just be cool, because if Halo doesn't have his daddy and he knows the situation and he sees all these videos online about what's going on and he chooses a side, what if he sides with his dad and be like, you know what, my mom has been holding me back? Then he'll resent you and he'll hate you. So I would say this: you guys are both very intelligent individuals. Work it out. You both are very powerful people in the public's eye. You guys have fan bases that go hard for you. You know what I'm saying? DDG has a fan base that's very, very locked in on him, and Halle has a fan base that's very locked in on her. Trust me, I deal with both of you guys' fan bases, DDG and Halle. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope you guys just work it out, and maybe you guys can have a civil conversation and just be like, yo, maybe we both was tripping. I understand I did some stuff wrong and you did some stuff wrong, but we got to be a better, just better individuals. We just got to be better people. You know what I'm saying? For Halo. Because Halo is going to grow up, and you don't want him resenting either one of y'all. Well, I am going to end the video there, folks. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications. And as always, folks, as always, holla back at your boy. Peace.
Every second, every minute.